Today you will practice actually finding inverses. Okay, so when we are finding the inverse of something like f of x equals 7x minus 5, we have some steps that we are going to follow. Note we're going to first replace the f of x with a y. So the first thing we'll do is we'll say y equals 7x minus 5. And then notice in step 2 you're going to flip the position of x and y. So what that means is now we'll have x equals 7y minus 5. And for step 3, you're going to solve for that y value. X plus 5 equals 7y. And then we divide everything through by 7. Just divide it all by 7. And then the last step is to replace the new y with an f inverse. So f inverse of x, you can leave it as x plus 5 over 7, or you can say 1/7 x plus 5/7. I would take both answers. And remember to check your work. You can verify that f of f inverse is equal to x and f inverse of x is equal to x, just to double check. And that's all you got to do. So I want you to take a couple minutes and try to find the inverse of f of x equals 2x plus 7. So hopefully for this example, you found your inverse of x to be x minus 7 divided by 2, or 1/2 x minus 7/2. Okay, in this next example, we're just going to follow the same exact steps. So we'll replace the f of x with a y. We will flip the position of x and y. And now we'll solve for y, so we'll subtract 3 first. And then remember to get rid of the fraction, we'll multiply by its reciprocal. So when the reciprocal of negative 1/2 is negative 2. And we will distribute, so negative 2x plus 6, and instead of a y, we'll put an f inverse of x. And that is it. Take a minute and try the example you tried. Hopefully you found the inverse of x to be 3/2 x minus 6. And we have one more to look at. Okay, same steps apply. So we'll change the f of x to a y. Next step is to flip the position of x and y. And then we're going to solve for y, so we'll subtract the 6 first to both sides. And then we will divide everything through by 2. Ooh. Okay, and then if you have x minus 6 over 2 equals y squared, remember to undo squared, use square root. And when you solve something by square roots and you don't have your domain restricted, you do need that plus or minus in your answer, because if it's an even root, there are 2 solutions. And that's all you got to do. Okay, now I want you to take a minute and try the last example you tried. Okay, so hopefully you found the inverse of x to be plus or minus the square root of x plus 8. Now that square root sign goes over the 2 as well, all over 2. And that's it. All Unit 1 notes are done. The end.